I'm Imani.
And I'm Lawrence.
And you're watching SGA
SGA
TV. Hey guys, my name is Imani Crenshaw. I am a junior broadcast journalism major from Los Angeles, California. And I'm sitting here with our SGA president, Mr. Lawrence Rigby. How are you doing, Rigby?
I'm doing good, Imani. How are you?
Good, I'm good. Okay, today I'm here to talk to you about your presidency, your office, the team you work with, and some things that are going on this semester. So first, let's get into the presidency. How's that going? How are you feeling? Are you liking it?
Yeah, it's been a rewarding experience so far. The Hampton University student body, they're the best, really. They gave me this opportunity to serve, and I'm just trying to take every day and use my energies in serving them the best way possible.
Okay, great. And how do you feel? Like, what are some pros and some cons so far during the term?
All pros, no cons, and
Okay.
I'm not just saying that because it sounds good. What I mean by that is, even when I'm busy and I'm very, very tired, it's helping me for something in the future. I always think that whatever we have going on now is a step for the future or preparing us for something greater. And so, but every day, I'm up between classes or meetings or working with SGA or planning something, sending emails back and forth with any one of the administrators. And it's a rewarding experience to work with them, and each of them are different in terms of their personalities, and so that in itself is a challenge, and I like new challenges.
Cool. And what does being president mean to you? Like, in a few short words, what does it mean? What impact does it have on you?
I think being president for me, it's more of just being able to serve and having a platform to serve. I kind of smile inside when I see students every day, saying, keep it up, and it's like that's the only encouragement I need, and it's really, really good. I'm just happy to be contributing back to my Hampton University community.
Great. Okay, let's get into some news we heard earlier this year about the 24-hour Student Success and Innovation Center. And I even heard Harvey put a stamp on that. So let's get into that. What's that about?
So the Innovation Center is really a place for students to come and innovate. We all have great ideas at Hampton, but we don't really have a place where we can do that at this particular point in time. We have the library, but that's a quiet zone. So SGA envisioned a place where we can have students go and they'll be able to innovate and come up with products and things that they want at all hours of the night. You know what it is to be in bed and you can't go to sleep and the night is on your mind. You want to be able to doodle it down and work on it.
And sometimes it's really hard to work in the room, can't focus.
Exactly. You have a
library's
roommate,
far. Yeah.
So the Innovation Center or the Student Support Success Center is going to be a place for students to do just that.
That sounds really good. I hope to look for that in the future. Okay, and so I know we have a career center on campus. Students have heard about it. A lot of people don't even know where it's located. So what's SGA doing with the career center to help students?
So the multi-use facility, which serves as a female, I think it's a female dorm.
Yeah, upper class
senior dorm, right? The career center is in that particular office.
Oh, okay.
And what they have done in the past was if students go over there, they get prepped for interviews, they get their resumes critiqued. The problem with that process was we all have different majors.
Right.
And the Career Center, while they understand the general human resources needs for the companies that come to Hampton, they don't have an in-depth approach as you would have versus a professor who's teaching in a major for the last 20 years or 15 years, and they have that industry experience. So what SGA decided to do was make a proposal, and we submitted to admin, and it was accepted, by the way.
Okay.
Whereas based on your major, you will go over to the Career Center, and as far as the resume portion of that interview prepping, that will be conducted by a faculty member from your particular school. So, and that way we're ensuring that Hampton University students are getting people to look at their resumes who spend time in the industry. You're a Scripps major, and I know Scripps has professors over there that have Emmy Awards.
Yes.
And so it means a lot to have a professor with an Emmy Award looking at your resume for an industry that you're trying to get into. So, we thought that would be a much better feel for the Hampton University students.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's definitely a little more personal when you have somebody from your major helping you directly. You feel a better connection. You feel like they know what to talk about.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely. We want to add value to the Hampton experience.
Sounds good. All right, so this back to school weekend this year was a little different. We've had a lot more activities going on, a little more school spirit, so what was that about?
So in prior years, back to school would just be centered around this Holland party, the blue and white party as we call it in Hampton. But during the summer, as my cabinet was taking shape, we thought it best to do something different, something energetic. And I am an ogre, so I'm a little bit biased that this is the year of the ogre at Hampton.
Okay. Shout it out.
And so we thought this year we wanted to do something creative, and we decided to have multiple events.
Right.
Instead of having one event, why not make it just a back to school weekend? And with that, we had tailgate during the first football home game, and there were some other parties and events going on around campus during the weekend. And of course, it would not be complete without the Holland party that everyone expects. So, yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, as a student and being a student body, they did enjoy that. I remember hearing people talk about they liked it. You know, something different. Hampton's always sometimes same old, tradition. But you know, sometimes tradition is about starting new traditions.
Absolutely.
So I think that went over very well.
Well, I'm glad they like it, and it's my hope that they continue it next year.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so with our athletic team at Hampton, Pirates, big deal, our football team, basketball team, and everything. Tell us about our first annual SGA tailgate.
Oh, the tailgates were a huge success on the campus. And one of the things we wanted to do, our director of athletic relations, Brandon Theo Dorsey, we tasked him with planning an event that would pretty much bring students out to the games. Now, we all come from the big cities and different places, and our teams have tailgates.
Right.
So why not do the same thing here for our Hampton and HU Athletics? And that's exactly what we did. So at the football games, we had tailgates sponsored by SGA, where we had ribs, wings, hot dogs, hamburgers, you know, the usual tailgate food, and a great party atmosphere. And we thought that would be a nice added touch from SGA to the campus to encourage them to come out and support Hampton U Pirates. And we have a new coach this year, so
That sounds great. All right, so what about our gym? I heard a lot of students talk about, you know, sometimes they wish the gym was bigger, sometimes equipment doesn't work, and you know, as students want to stay healthy, stay fit. So what about our gym and our student center? What's going on with that?
So with the gym this year, we spoke with Student Activities, who's responsible for the entire student center.
Okay.
And the gym was in need of some repair. Some of the equipment was damaged, and normal wear and tear damage, as well as the neglect by students, you know, forgetting to put weights back in place. But what we did this year was when we met with Student Activities and reviewed the problem, both agreed that it was necessary to have this equipment fixed.